Luffy and this stranger are sitting in the same bar. They order the same food. Luffy hates the pie, loves the drink. The stranger loves the pie, hates the drink. And they both announce their opinions at full volume at the exact same time. It's a comedy beat. But looking back at it after the rest of the arc, I think the scene is doing something else. It's telling you that these two are on the same frequency. They have the exact same intensity, the same volume, the same inability to experience anything at half measure. They just point it in opposite directions. Same energy, different taste. And in a town full of people performing toughness, these two are the only ones in the room being completely themselves. That matters because of what comes next. Bellamy walks in and starts his whole routine, the posturing, the new era speech, and it hits differently now because you've just watched Luffy and this stranger interact with zero performance. Just two guys who feel things loudly and don't apologize for it. Bellamy needs the room to validate him. These two don't even notice the room. The misdirection is the other thing. The show introduces this character through the most trivial possible interaction, dessert preferences. So when Luffy and Zoro are dragged out of the bar, bloody and bruised, this same guy is outside telling Nami that Luffy and Zoro won that fight. It lands differently than if he'd walked in making threats. You weren't ready for him to matter. The pie scene made sure of that. Then he yells this: "The dreams of pirates will never end." A friend of mine told me this scene was amazing in Japanese, so I went back and watched it. In the sub, the line is, "People's dreams have no end." And I have to give the win to the sub for this scene. Hearing it in Japanese was incredible. There's this weighted, guttural quality to the performance that just hits differently than it does in the dub. Whichever you watch or whatever you read, in my opinion, they are affirming the exact thing Luffy is constantly proving. This character is philosophically aligned with Luffy. He believes in dreams. He dismisses Bellamy and the entire New Era crowd. He says that when you aim high, you sometimes come across fights that aren't worth fighting. He's affirming what Luffy just demonstrated. He also tells the crew that Sky Island is real, which matters because literally everyone else in Mocktown was laughing at the idea. Something about this guy makes me a little uneasy in the moment, and I can't really explain it. The show frames him as charismatic and wise, but there's an energy around him that feels different. Maybe it's because we met him so casually. Maybe it's the way the show drops him in without explaining who he is or why he's there, but there is such an intensity coming from Luffy as he stares at him without saying a word. Whatever Blackbeard becomes, the show wants me to remember that the first thing he and Luffy ever did was disagree about dessert and agree about dreams.